Good news from the Dominican Republic keeps coming in one after another. There is so much of it that we simply can't make a video about every single piece of news, but we try to cover at least the most important ones. Today we cover start of construction of a new seaport in Punta Cana and building a cruise terminal on the Samaná Peninsula. The tourist flow in the Dominican Republic is increasing by leaps and bounds and plays one of the most important roles in the country's overall economy. A stable economy, low inflation, and government efforts to build tourism-friendly infrastructure are paying off. Over the past 6 years, from 2019 to 2025, the tourist flow in the Dominican Republic has almost doubled. It is expected that in 2025, more than 12 million tourists will visit the Dominican Republic. Today, the Dominican Republic has already become the most visited country in Latin America, but the Dominican Republic does not intend to stop there. The construction of large-scale infrastructure projects that promote further tourism development is ongoing. First of all, a new seaport is currently being built in Punta Cana, and this is a very large project. This is a major step toward the future of tourism in the Dominican Republic. The port will be constructed between Cabeza de Toro and Cap Cana in the eastern part of Punta Cana. This is the far southeastern section of the coastline near the Cap Cana Yacht Club. The new port is an infrastructure mega-project being developed with the involvement of private investors and local authorities. Upon completion in 2026, it will be able to accommodate up to 4 cruise ships at the same time. Here there will also be a duty-free area, a large shopping center, as well as terminals for excursions and tour operators capable of simultaneously serving more than 30 vessels. Until now, cruise ships have only arrived in La Romana, Santo Domingo, and Puerto Plata, while Punta Cana, despite having an international airport, remained outside the flow of maritime tourism. The new port will change that. According to forecasts, the port will serve more than 1 million tourists per year and create 1,500 new jobs. This will significantly increase the investment appeal of the area and will inevitably affect property values in Cap Cana, Bávaro, and Uvero Alto. Experts are already calling the construction of the port a tourism revolution in Punta Cana. And the second major infrastructure project for tourism is being built on the Samaná Peninsula. Moreover, I do not undertake to judge which of the two projects will be larger in scale. In terms of investment volume and the expected tourist flow, they are roughly equivalent. The second project is also a cruise port. Construction is being carried out by the Mexican company ITM Group in partnership with the Dominican government. The new cruise terminal is being built on the southern shore of the Samaná Peninsula in the town of Arroyo Barrel, between Santa Barbara de Samaná and Las Terrenas. The project is intended to turn the Samaná Peninsula into a key cruise tourism destination and will significantly accelerate the economic development of the peninsula. It is expected that after construction is completed, the tourist flow through the new cruise port, just like in Punta Cana, will amount to about 1 million people per year. And this is just one of several major infrastructure projects that will inevitably have an impact on real estate prices in the city of Las Terrenas and on the Samaná Peninsula in the very near future, especially since the cruise terminal is only half an hour's drive from Las Terrenas. When choosing areas for profitable real estate purchases, we always rely on an analysis of what is happening in a particular area. What I told you today is just the tip of the iceberg. In reality, there will be a lot of changes in Samaná over the next 2 or 3 years, and I have no doubt that prices across the entire peninsula will literally skyrocket in the coming years. That is precisely why, out of all the areas in the Dominican Republic, today we recommend 2 areas to investors, and also to those buying for themselves, because it's always nice to see your property appreciate significantly. These are Cap Cana and Las Terrenas. In my opinion, these are the places where property values will grow twice as fast as the average increase in real estate prices in the Dominican Republic. In both of these areas, we work with the key developers of the regions. We have direct contracts. Real estate is always bought through us discounted. See you next time on the channel.